In our last video, foundation of Excel formulas, we have learned lots of important things which are very useful when you use advanced Excel formula or mixed Excel formulas. So in continuation of that, let's take another example. We have some numeric value in column B and we have also some values in row number 3. So we need multiplication of each this number from column and row in all these blank cells. So for that we use formula equal to 2 into, that is asterisk sign, multiply by 2 and press enter. And now apply the formula in all the bottom cells, control D, that is short key, and apply the same formula in right side of cells, that is control R. So we have applied the formula in everywhere, but you are not able to see the formula. So for that we use control plus tilde sign. You can find it just below the escape key in your keyboard. So once you press the control plus tilde sign, you can see all the formulas applied in this sheet. If you press it again, that is control plus tilde sign, then you can see the numbers again. Now if you precisely check all this formula, then you find a problem. What is that? Normally we have to multiply 2 with each these values. So every time if you talk about the first row, then every time it has to be picked the value from only column B, not from the C, D, E. Here you check B4, it is okay, but here is C4. Ideally it should be B4 because value has to be picked from B column. Here D4 and E4. So all this left part is wrong. To correct it, we have to lock the B column. So for that we insert dollar sign just before the B. Let's say it is dollar sign. This way we have locked the B, but if you talk about the 4, then we need not to work on it this time. So first of all we have locked the column B, and now again apply the formula on right side and again drag it, or you can press Ctrl D to apply this formula in all the cells. Now B4, 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 B4 is okay. B5, 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 B5. It means it's perfectly working for the left side of the formula. Every time it picking the value from column B. But if you check the right side of the formula, it is C3, C4, C5, C6. Ideally it should be C3, C3, C3 and C3 instead of C3, 4, 5, 6, because we have to lock the row number 3 every time, because every time it has to pick the value from only row number 3. So for that we have to lock 3. Here we put the dollar sign to lock it. C, that is okay. D, here it is okay because the column is D. E in this formula is okay because every time it pick the value from the E, but every time it pick the value from row number 3 instead of 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have locked the 3 here, and now this is the final formula, and we apply it in the all the bottom cells by pressing Ctrl D, and now select all the right side cells and press Ctrl R to apply in all the remaining cells. Now you can check B6. Suppose we check this value, 4 multiplied by 5 suppose. So 4 multiplied by 5 is here. B6, it is okay, it is B6, and F3 means this one. So this is perfectly working. So we press Ctrl tilde sign to see the numeric value, and this time it is perfectly working. So this way you can partially lock any formula so that it will pick the some value of the formula will keep change and some value will be remain same. So I hope you have understood this one, and this is called the partially locking. Now here we have some students name with their marks and also the absent sign, and we want to check whether the student is considered as pass or fail, and the criteria is if the student scored more than 40 marks, then he would be considered as a pass, otherwise fail. And for that we are using if formula. So let's start. If, so first of all we have to give the logical test, and the logical test is if this number is greater than 40, then pass, else fail. Okay, one thing you will check here, every time you put the text here, then you have to put it in inverted comma. If it's the numeric value, then it's okay. Press enter, select all the cells, press Ctrl D to apply the formula in all cells. Now in this case Mahesh scored 40 marks but still failed because we have not given the criteria. If the student has scored more than 40 and equal to 40, then he will be considered as pass. Or if you want to give this criteria as well, so there is a small change in the formula. Here we have given only if he scored more than 40 and equal to 40, we simply insert equal sign over here, enter and select all the cells, press Ctrl D. Now this time Mahesh has passed. But the problem is here absent, and absent still it's showing the pass because we have not select any criteria for this. So now if you want to insert this criteria in this formula, then you have to add one more if. For that, what we do, if this is not equal to AA, means if the student is not absent, then he calculate the value, otherwise not. So if C5 is not equal, this is not equal sign, less than and greater than if combined, then it is considered as the not equal. If C5 is not equal to AA, then check if C5 means this one is greater than 40, then pass, otherwise fail. This is the one if function. Now this is the other if function. So to close this is the first condition. If it is AA, then use this formula, otherwise here leave the cell blank. This is the blank sign. If you use two inverted comma and don't put any value, if still you want to put any value like say absent, then you can use this one, otherwise you use simply inverted comma, the cell will remain blank, and close the. Now you can check if this condition is satisfied, then use this formula, else simply write the absent and press enter, select all the cells, press Ctrl D. Here it is. So in these two conditions it is absent. Here the 40 marks is a pass, and in this case it is fail. Suppose we change the marks like 30, it fail, like 40 it pass, if 39 then it is fail again. Hope you have understood it. Now move to the next. Let's take another example to understand the locking system. Now we will work on full locking, that is known as the absolute value, and also we use little bit advanced use of if function. So say we have some employees names over here and number of days they worked in this column, and here we put number of hours per day they worked in this column, so that we can get total number of hours they worked in a month. Say we put 9 hours per day and select all the cells, press Ctrl D. So it is total number of hours each employee has worked in a month. But our challenge is different. First of all, we remove this curtain here. So what is the challenge? We have 3 different teams and each employee are working in different team, and accordingly their working hours are different. So we have to put different working hour in this column. Say if Sunil belongs to team A, then he has to work 9 hours. If someone belongs to team B, then he has to work 8.5 hours. Accordingly we will fill the value over here. So how we can use it? We start with the if function. If the first criteria and logical test is if this one means Sunil's, if this one is equal to team A. So first of all we lock this cell, so that every time we move the formula in bottom rows, then it will keep changing, but this value will remain same, means every time it has to check with the A. If C23 is equal to A, then the working hour is 9. So here we put the first value. If the condition is satisfied, then he has to work in 9 hours. So we also log it. The next condition is we start with if again. If this is equal to team B, again we have to lock it, means every time it pick the value from here, then the working hour is 8.5, we have to lock it also. Here we have logged it. If both of these conditions are not satisfied, then the person work with the C team, it means 8 hours per day. So this time we will pick 8 hours and log this. Close the bracket and again close the bracket. Now which again understand the formula. If this value is equal to A, means the person belongs to team A, then 9 hours. If it belongs to team B, then 8.5 hours. If not belong to both of the team, then 8 hours. So now we press enter and select all the cells and apply the formula with short key Control D. Now it automatically pick all the value according to the team. Here if John belongs to team B and 8.5, C it pick the value 8, and this is the total number of hours. You can see 1906. Today we wish to give you something for practice. It will be helpful when you are giving interview or apply for any IJP. The part of it, in different part of it, can be asked as a question in your interview. Nowadays there is a trend of removing the employees from different organization, and HR has thousands of employees data. We have picked only few employees data over here, and they want to convert this data in this format. Here we have name, department, placement, experience and salary. They want it in name, department, placement, experience and salary. So we have to convert it in this format so that they can work out on the blank cells, and accordingly they decide whether they want to remove the employee or want to retain him. So until our next video will be released, you are requested to practice on it. Thank you for watching and keep watching our next video. Have a nice day.